The words echoed like a haunting lullaby through the cafe's quiet hum, piercing through the warm clatter of cups and the clinking of spoons. Emma froze. Her fingers trembled around the cup of lukewarm coffee she hadn't touched. Her eyes met Daniel's from across the small table. And for a moment, all the noise around them disappeared. 3 years ago, Emma had walked out. She didn't storm off. There was no screaming. No dramatic exits. Just a folded letter on the kitchen counter and a baby, barely 5 months old, still asleep in his crib. Daniel woke up to silence, and his entire world had shifted before sunrise. Emma said she felt trapped. Young, confused, and exhausted by motherhood that came too soon. She met Caleb a few months later, a charming man who promised her excitement, freedom, and no dirty diapers. A new life. A clean slate. She ran with him, convinced she was chasing happiness. Daniel never begged her to come back. Not once. Instead, he became everything she wasn't ready to be. A full-time dad. A part-time worker. A walking lullaby when little Noah had colic. A rock when the world felt like it was collapsing. He raised their son with hands that never trembled and a heart that never hardened. But life has a strange way of tying people back together. Emma saw them last week, by accident, at the park. Daniel was pushing Noah on a swing, laughing like he hadn't lost anything. But Noah was the one who stopped her cold. He looked just like her. Same eyes. Same dimples. Same little wrinkle in his nose when he laughed. That laugh broke something in her. For the first time in 3 years, Emma cried for the life she left behind. She texted Daniel. Asked to meet. She didn't know what she wanted to say, only that something in her needed to hear him speak. Needed to see if he hated her. If he still hurt. That's why they were now here, in the corner booth of the old cafe they once used to sneak into during college. Daniel looked older now. Tired. But stronger. Solid. Emma didn't know how to begin. I've made a lot of mistakes, she whispered. Daniel just stirred his coffee slowly. You don't say. A long silence stretched between them. I didn't come to ruin your peace, she said, eyes fixed on her shaking hands. I thought you should know I think about him. A lot. Daniel finally looked at her. You think about him. But you don't know him. He hates carrots, loves dinosaurs, and believes the moon follows him home. Every time he falls asleep, he reaches out to hold someone's hand. Mine, usually. Emma blinked away tears. I didn't mean to leave him, she said. I just. Left me instead? Daniel's voice cracked for the first time. Emma, you didn't just leave me. You left him before he ever got a chance to know who his mother really is. Daniel wasn't trying to hurt her. That much she knew. He was telling the truth. The raw, burning truth that she had run from for too long. I thought I was doing what was best for me, she choked. But what about what was best for him? Emma closed her eyes. Her chest ached. I want to fix this. Daniel shook his head. You can't just show up after 3 years and expect to pick up where you left off. I don't. I just want a beginning. Daniel looked at her for a long time. Then reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a crumpled photo, Noah holding a crayon drawing of his daddy and me. He asks about you, Daniel said softly. He sees moms picking up kids at daycare. He never asks where you are. Just if you're happy. The words hit harder than any insult ever could. She had run toward happiness. And now, it tasted like ash. Caleb, the man she left with, didn't understand when she told him she wanted space. You're just feeling guilty, he said. That doesn't mean you belong there. Emma realized in that moment Caleb didn't care about Noah. Never asked. Never planned for him. Caleb only wanted the version of her that was detached from responsibility. And she was done being that version. 2 weeks later, Emma showed up at Daniel's doorstep. No flowers. No promises. Just truth. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm asking you to let me earn it. For Noah. For myself. I want to be in his life. Daniel studied her in the doorway for what felt like forever. Then, without a word, he turned and called out, "Noah. Someone's here to meet you." Tiny feet padded across the hallway. The little boy looked up at her with curious eyes, the same eyes she saw in the mirror every day. Emma knelt down, tears slipping quietly. "Hi," she whispered. "I'm your mom." That cafe conversation changed everything. Not because Daniel took her back, but because he reminded her of what real love looks like. It's patient. It's strong. It protects even when it's hurting. And it never stops showing up, especially for the ones too small to understand why someone leaves.